Okay.
We've got 30 seconds of recording.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm going to move.
Hi, I'm Ray. And I'm Dani. And we are hashtag Rome affiliated. Insert music here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. This episode of hashtag Rome affiliated is sponsored by Better Eyeliner for Better Days. Stay tuned to hear more from our sponsor later in the episode. Hi, Dani. Hi, how are you?
Oh, I was about to ask you that. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. We have new shirts today.
We do!
We do!
Aren't they cute?
And they're not just hashtag Rome affiliated
No.
shirts. They actually all have a story behind them.
They do?
Should we explain to the good people?
Well,
also don't forget to explain what it looks like to our non-visual listeners.
Yes. Well, if you've listened to our trailer or seen our trailer, you will have heard these quotes.
Oh, you want me to do mine?
Ready?
Go for it. Okay. I was like, are we saying this
I
together?
don't know, are we?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Toast Hawaii! That's my shirt.
And then mine says, this girl just wings it. That's why I'm a squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
With a little squirrel.
We love
He's
it.
really cute.
We love to see it.
We love the squirrel.
So what's the story behind yours?
Well, again, if you saw our trailer, you will know that Dani has a squirrel brain.
What does that mean to have a squirrel brain, Dani? You need to explain that a little bit more.
You forget things. Things fall off the wheel. You bury things and forget about it. And then 6 years later, it comes back up and you didn't even know it existed. And here we are.
That is quite the brain activity.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know that.
What's yours?
You embrace it. My shirt?
Yeah.
Toast Hawaii.
Wait, are you going to explain
Yeah.
that?
Okay, so the full story is in the pieces of our trailer, but not in the actual trailer.
It's
so it's
true.
just kind of like a soundbite. But anyway, so the actual story behind Toast Hawaii was because Harold's never heard this, but there was a Netflix show called Dark.
It's German.
It's German.
just to throw that out there.
It's a mind bender. It's really weird. It's about like time travel, but like going through like a sewage tunnel. It's the weirdest concept.
I
don't
have
know.
also not seen this, but
Yeah,
one day.
Sometimes I wish I haven't. It's like a fever dream. So I watched it like one season with a friend when it came out in university, and then like it took them like a year or so to come up with the second season. And when they did, my friend and I got together and we were like, "Oh, we should watch this," but we didn't remember the first season at all. It was already so weird, but then we forgot everything that happened. So we were just confused and just trying to enjoy the insanity.
Right.
Anyway, so a part of the show is this kid like travels backwards in time and ends up at this house, and this lady comes out and is like, "Oh, a kid on my doorstep, sure, whatever, like come on in." And then he's like lost and a little scared or whatever, so she's trying to comfort him by offering him her like comfort food, which she calls Toast Hawaii. And she doesn't explain what it is. She keeps just like leading up to it by saying like, "Oh, Toast Hawaii, Toast Hawaii, it's like my favorite food. I had it when I was a kid." And I'm sitting on the couch going, "Man, I cannot wait to find out what Toast Hawaii is."
It sounds so amazing.
It sounds so tantalizing. I want Toast Hawaii. You know what Toast Hawaii is?
What?
It's a piece of toast with a ring of pineapple on it.
Fresh from the can.
And an egg. In that version, Toast Hawaii traditionally also involves ham
And a maraschino cherry.
and cheese. So, Toast Hawaii is a hot piece of toast, a cold slab of pineapple, meat, and melted cheese, and a cherry.
Sweet, sugary cherry.
Toast Hawaii! That's the story behind this shirt.
Yeah.
And if you know me, you know I despise pineapple. So I was not
Vehemently
impressed in the least bit to find out what Toast Hawaii actually was. I felt like all my dreams were crushed in that moment.
Crushed.
But still, it's a funny memory.
It is funny.
So that's the story behind Toast Hawaii.
But we thought it would be a nice visual to have just good things on our shirts. Because they're funny.
And we can always remember Toast Hawaii is something that's fun and not debilitatingly depressing.
Yeah. So we just made it something fun instead.
Yay! Those are shirts.
I think you should tell the story of. Has that been on the podcast yet?
No, not yet.
What story?
Oh, okay. So
when we were doing load in for Woman in Black
yeah.
at the Lantern Theater, this is before I took over as an ASM.
Right.
One of our ASM was like, "It's so creepy in here," and we were like, "Okay." So we're upstairs in the balcony loading lights in, and Dani gets the brilliant idea to pop off a very quiet high note from the balcony. And that poor gal nearly like lost her mind. She's like, "What is that?" And like nearly ran out of the church because all Dani did was, but like really quietly
In the top
in
of
a
the
church balcony.
Oh my. The acoustics, I'm sure, were
Oh,
fantastic.
they were. Harold thought it was the most amazing thing. He was like, "Can we add that in the show?"
Did you?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately, our director kiboshed that. Although it would have been great.
Kiboshed.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Totally like nixed it off the table, cut it down, said no.
See, when you say kibosh, I think of the Kobayashi Maru, but that's like,
Yeah, no.
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 Okay.
It's kibosh, not Kobayashi.
Where is that from?
I have no idea.
Oh.
We'll have to look that up later.
The origin of kibosh is unknown. Though many people think it's Yiddish, the word's earliest use was probably in an Irish neighborhood in London in the early 1800s.
Kibosh.
Kibosh. It's probably a word that we lifted from another language.
It sounds Japanese, but
Well,
yeah, I could be completely off on that.
yeah, who knows?
It could
But
be
it's
some
probably-
other version of Asian.
Yeah, but it's probably a word that
Kibosh.
we lifted from another language and made it our own. Because that happens a lot.
Speaking of accents,
Hey!
we've got a fun game to play, don't we?
Well, I hope it's fun.
Well, Ray, yes, we do.
We're so good at segues here.
We really are. I'm learning so much about
So much.
segues.
We know how to weave.
I
know how to
have
dip and dodge.
2 wheels of random assortments of things. One of which
Ruh-roh.
Things.
is an accent.
Oh.
All right.
There's a couple wild cards thrown in there too.
Uh-oh.
And then famous quotes from movies. So I'll
Oh,
feed
no.
them to you.
Okay.
And then one at a time or together, whichever.
We'll try.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
We have to do our best to say the quote in the accent
the
that we were
accent,
given.
exactly.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, jolly good G.
All right.
Oy.
So your quote is from the hit 1980 movie, The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I am your father.
Great.
And your
No one will
accent-
know that quote.
No.
Your accent is Matthew McConaughey.
We have to do it. All
You
right,
got it.
all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right. I'm your father. Okay, but now you gotta say the quote. Say the quote.
I'm your father. That's my best Matthew McConaughey.
Right?
All right, your next
Oh,
quote
no.
is from the 1969 film Midnight Cowboy. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I love how deadpan you're saying them.
is
I'm
great.
walking.
I'm
I don't-
walking
I don't want to
here.
give you any
I'm
insight into this.
walking here.
And your accent is Scottish.
I think you have to go first on this one.
Oh, the Scottish accent just left my brain.
Right?
Right?
It's coming. You just gotta
A
work on it.
Scottish accent.
Yeah. Right.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I apologize to our friends in Scotland.
I apologize to everybody in the world right now.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
Suck it up.
Suck it up over there.
Okay, go.
All right. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
No, I'm walking here.
No, I'm
No.
walking here.
Poor Harold.
All right, your next accent is Hispanic.
Okay.
And your quote is from the 1941 film The Maltese Falcon.
Oh dear.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
You need to go first, Miss Glam Kitchen.
You have to like embody. Oh, see, I'm still Scottish. I gotta
Yeah,
like,
see, you can't roll your R's.
so hard. What's the quote again?
The stuff that dreams are made of.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
That
Nope.
was very Scottish.
That was very Scottish.
That was a Scottish Hispanic person. Pedro goes to Spain. Scotland. I don't even know geography.
Wow, we suck at this. See, no, we shouldn't have started with Scottish because now we're stuck in it.
Everything's gonna be Scottish.
Sucks.
Well, the Scots are finally taking over.
As they should. As they should.
We're still trying to do Hispanic.
Yep, it's not working. It's not working.
I need like a reference phrase.
I know. I'm like, I need
Welcome to the glam kitchen.
the glam kitchen.
My name is Indigo Montoya.
That's more Spain than Hispanic.
Yeah.
I also
Well-
think of puss in boots, but that's also Spanish, not really
Well,
Hispanic.
but they're
It's
all
closer than Scottish.
This is what dreams are made of.
That works for me.
Hey,
There we go.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You kill my father. Prepare to die. Prepare to die.
You want to give it another go, Danny?
Maybe.
Redeem yourself.
What is my quote again?
The stuff that dreams are made of.
Oh, see, I didn't even see the quote. Wait.
What was the quote? The quote white. The stuff that dreams are made of.
Oh,
There we go.
Spanish Scottish.
You have to like think romance.
Romance.
It's good stuff.
The next quote
Oh, no.
is aptly romantic.
Uh-oh.
It's from the 1931 film Frankenstein. It's alive. It's alive. In a Russian accent.
Man, I wish someone would say that to me. It's so romantic. It's so romantic. It's alive.
Oh Lord.
In Russian.
In Russian.
It's alive. It's alive.
See, and every time we do it, I just picture Steven. Or no, not Stallone. What's his first name? My
Sylvester.
God, Sylvester. Thank you. My
Like
God.
the cat.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
I'm gonna do the quote. Do the quote.
Do the quote. Do the quote. Do the roar. Rawr.
Do a Russian roar now. Roar. Roar.
I don't even no. I don't think that worked.
Yeah.
I don't think that worked.
Do it.
Oh, it's alive. Right.
Duh. So romantic. How could you forget it?
How could I forget?
Just get stuck in your brain.
It's alive. It's alive.
It's alive.
Hey, listen, we apologize for how bad we were going to butcher these.
I'm not sorry at all.
Yeah.
For all of our listeners who are listening on speakers, I urge you, please listen to that in headphones. Oh,
You gave them the warning after it played.
I didn't know it was coming.
It's alive. It's alive.
Oh, boy. This is, I think, our best bit yet.
Oh, no. Or no.
Or nar.
All right. So, your next movie quote is from 1989, Field of Dreams.
All right.
If you build it, he will come.
Oh, hey, I remember that.
That's what she said.
In a Valley Girl accent.
The best one yet.
Oh my god.
God.
Valley Girl.
What? I just like.
What's the quote again?
If you build it, he will come.
Are you sure it's he and not they?
I am reading it off the screen as he. If you want to change it to they, feel free. I don't know if it's correct or not. I just pulled this off.
It would
of-
be like a Valley Girl to
It would
correct you
be.
when there's no reason
Right.
to. You know. You go first this time?
I suppose.
Do it.
If you build it, he will come.
If you build it, he'll come.
Yeah. Terrible.
With his money.
Many
Money,
what?
money, money.
Oh, money. I heard many.
With his many, many
Poodles.
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 Oodles of poodles.
Oodles of poodles.
So many poodles.
Oh, this will be a good one.
Oh no.
Your accent is Cockney, and your quote is from Babe from 1995. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Well, you have to go first this time.
Oh man, that's so hard because every time I think of that'll, I think of that'll do donkey.
Right?
And
That's how my brain
that's
goes to. And I was like,
Scottish.
that's not right.
I don't want to go
Cockney.
Scottish, but I might just have to at this point.
Well, you might have to.
That'll do, peg. That'll do.
Are you sure that's Cockney?
I know.
I don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta do a face with it and just make it work.
Make it work.
Okay, you go.
I don't.
Oh, now you gotta go now. Suddenly,
I know. I know.
Cockney, not that hard.
What do you mean it's not that hard? What do you mean it's not that hard?
I was pretending to be you.
Really? Really?
Willy.
Really?
Willy.
I see. I see how this is going. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Will it?
I don't know.
That'll do.
Will it?
That mine's
Will
like,
it?
that'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig.
Roast him over a fire.
Make him dinner.
He's bacon. What would you name your pig? Crispy bacon.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. It's a pig.
But if you put ham on a burger bun,
Oh,
it's a hamburger.
that's true. Why is hamburgers made out of beef?
I don't know.
Should be called a beef burger. They call it a chicken burger when it's made out of chicken, but they
Right?
like to lie to us about the beef.
It's not ham.
It's
Not ham.
no, it's not.
No.
Should be. Oh, maybe it's hand burger.
Ooh,
Have we been saying it wrong this whole time?
Maybe we have been.
Maybe we just changed the colloquialism. Instead of hamburger, we're saying hamburger because we're lazy, and it just
Yeah.
became hamburger. When
I-
there's no reason it should be hamburger.
No, it should be hand burger.
It should be hamburger.
I agree.
I'm gonna beat the comment section to this one. Hamburgers are related to the town of Hamburg.
How was I meant to know that?
I don't know, but now you do.
Which is in Germany, by the way.
I don't know if that's actually correct, so I won't claim that to be true.
But
that's
we
what
like
I've
hand
heard.
burger, and we've just gotten lazy with
I-
our English.
I like that more. Yeah.
Knowing
So
is
we got
half the
hamburger.
battle.
G.I. Joe.
Your next quote
Oh
Oh
gosh.
no.
is from the 1962 film Dr. No.
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 Bond. James Bond.
Oh gosh.
In a Canadian accent.
Bond. James Bond.
It's the lip smack that got me.
I am not sorry. Sorry, not
Who
sorry.
are you gonna be sorry to? Yourself?
Well, you know, it's a Canadian stereotype.
A.
A.
E.
A.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Bondy. James Bondy. There's my brother John Bond. Eh.
And over there is my sister Jane Bond.
What's all this commotion about?
The hockey game.
The hockey game.
Yep.
What about the hockey game?
Them Habs lost.
Oh, we've hit one of our wild cards.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Your accent is William Shatner.
Okay. And the quote is?
And your quote is from the 1942 film Casablanca.
Oh my gosh.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Okay. All right. Here's looking at you, kid.
Legit. I was going to say ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
But I got to do it my way.
Do it your way.
Alrighty, ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Do it.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Wow. You just said it right to them.
Right to them.
Do you feel seen?
I hope so.
Oh man, I think this is gonna be the last one.
It's very energetic. Oh, we could go for hours on
Oh,
this.
I know
no.
we could.
They're
Oh,
terrifying.
We got William Shatner again. Let's
Yeah, scroll that.
All right.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's fun to mock.
Your quote is from the 1991 film Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Hasta la vista, baby. In a Christopher Walken impression.
Oh no. I don't even know what he sounds like. I'm not sure I can start this one.
I just need a second to remember what Christopher Walken sounds like.
I've got a fever.
It's a cowbell.
Cowbell, yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby. No, it's not, but it's the best I can do right now.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Was that Christine Walker?
I don't know. Listen, okay? I never said that like mimicking people was my thing.
Neither of us said that. That's why this is so funny,
I
because
know.
we sound awful.
Awful.
It sounds absolutely
Awful.
Okay, I got one more for you.
All right.
All right.
Hit us.
Uh-oh.
Okay, your
Scared to ask.
accent is Midwestern.
Okay.
Your quote is from the 1995 film Braveheart.
Oh no.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh
Oh
dear.
dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
How do we even?
You've got to start this one because
Oh,
I started
boy.
the last couple.
Oh boy. Throw that quote at me again, eh? Oh, that's very Canadian.
Yeah.
Gotta drop the A.
Minnesota.
They may take
Minnesota.
our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
They may take our lives. Nope.
Just overpronounce every syllable.
Everything. Everything.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Midwestern. Oh boy. They may take our lives. No, that
Now you're going Scottish.
no. Now we're jumping across the pond. Get
Ah,
it all out of there. Oh boy. Oh boy.
oh boy.
That there. No, that's Canadian. That's Canadian.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Don't
You gotta
forget
like
the Minnesota.
All right.
No,
No.
no, don't add eight. Don't add eight. You're gonna go
roll the R.
Scottish again.
Don't roll the R.
Don't add eight.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Jeez.
How many
Jeez,
times can
man.
we say Minnesota?
I don't know. I don't know. They may take our lives, but they can't take
But they may never take our freedom.
But they may never take our freedom. Nope. That's
Yep.
terrible, but that's fine. Your turny.
Oh, I thought I already did it.
I thought you did too.
Did that
I
count,
struggled.
or should I do it again?
I struggled with that one.
Minnesota.
Now a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of your eyeliner running?
Me too. And we're back.
And we're back.
So, we got some dad jokes?
You ready?
Always and forever.
Are you starting or am I starting?
I'll start. Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, fine. Yeah,
Hit me.
I'll start.
Not literally.
Okay.
What's the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman?
What?
One's a superhero and one's a command.
Hey. What do you call a pirate with 2 eyes, 2 hands, and 2 legs?
A normal human being.
A beginner.
Yeah. I asked my brother to pass me a leaflet. He said, brochure.
Nah.
Without skipping a beat, too.
He was that on a fly.
Whoa. Are tectonic plates dishwasher safe?
I don't know.
I don't know, but they're perfect for continental breakfast.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
How do you know the ghost in your house was a 90s high school kid?
Back streets back. All right. I'm sorry.
He smells like Teen Spirit.
What do you get when you mix an insomniac, a dyslexic, and an agnostic?
I don't know.
Someone who stays up all night wondering whether or not there's a dog.
It gets better the longer I think about it. Wondering if there's a dog. Oh my.
Oh boy.
It seems everyone wants to focus on speeding up artificial intelligence. Shouldn't we first slow down natural stupidity? I'm high-fiving Harold.
So one of my friends went up to my Portuguese dad and asked, "You're Portuguese, right?" And he says, "No, I'm Portugoose. And there's only one of me." Oh, I love the internet.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
What do you call a laughing motorcycle?
I have no idea.
A Yamaha.
The penalty box in hockey is such a funny concept to me. Mm-hmm. Big fighty men go in the naughty cube, imprisoned for sports crimes. Go to the terrarium and think about your punching, you knife-footed ice gremlin. All they do is sit there plotting their little gremlin plans for as soon as you let them out of the gremlin cube.
Knife-footed
Ice gremlin.
Oh my gosh.
Are we wrong, though?
No. Why can't Swedish people run marathons?
Why?
That would require them to cross the finish line.
Ah! I have a really good Rome-related joke. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How was Rome split in two?
I don't know.
With a pair of Caesars.
Not a pair of Caesars. Caesars. Okay, my last one.
All right.
I just got hospitalized due to a peekaboo accident.
Uh-oh.
They put me in the ICU.
Ah!
Okay. That was good.
That was good.
Good times. Good
That was
times.
good. Welcome back.
Yeah.
All right.
We always love to come back to dad jokes.
They're great.
Makes you feel a little bit loosey-goosey and giggly. Giggly. Giggly.
Giggle, giggle, giggle.
Loosey-goosey Portuguesey.
No, Portugoose.
You're a porch goose?
Maybe I'm a porch goose.
I'm a goose that squats on the porch.
It's like Doug from Up. I hid under your porch because I love you.
Oh, I love you too. You porch goose. All right.
What are we doing? What are we
There's our
doing
next
next?
T-shirt design. All right, grab your paddles.
Oh,
We're gonna
gosh.
do a little
All right.
bit of story time with babysitter Harold.
All right, Harold.
This is for those of you who are watching, listening, not watching. Those of you who are listening, not watching. It's time for
That's
Am
fair
I-
or nah, brah.
Yes. That exactly that. Yeah.
That one?
We've got
That
our
one?
paddles. We've got
Yep.
our That's Fair and Nabra. If you
Yep.
were watching or listening to last episode, you will know that this is because we are doing the Am I the A-hole stories. And we answer Nabra if you are the a-hole and That's Fair if you aren't.
And we have paddles to show.
We have paddles.
So we
If
will
you
try
were-
and remember to explain.
If you are listening, you will not see the paddles.
Nope.
If you are watching, you will see the paddles. That's simple.
Please listen carefully.
Our first story. Will I be the a-hole for giving my old cello to a fellow student in need and not my niece-in-law? I've, 36 male, been learning the cello for 8 years and attending the same music school since starting. I started learning late in life because I grew up in a poor family that couldn't afford things like instruments and music lessons. I met Chloe while we were both waiting to go into our lessons a few years back. We speak often about random stuff on the regular because our lessons have always fallen into the same time slot and we're both in the orchestra, etc. She's about 13, very polite and eager to learn, and treats her very cheap rubbish instrument that her parents got for her from an online store like gold. I know her parents, they're lovely people. It's all they can afford. I'm not shaming them, but if you know anything about instruments, you know what I mean. It's also only half size and far too small for her, but there's not a single scratch on it, and she practices every spare minute. I've recently upgraded to a performer instrument and a trade-in on my $9,000 cello, which would have gotten me only $4,000 back, so I decided to keep it and sell it myself. I'm pretty well off now, but I know what it's like to be where Chloe is, so I've taken pity on her. I usually gift her something at Christmas, like her next grade of music book, rosin, and a gift card from the local luthier to get a new bow and have her instrument serviced. But having not had time to list my old cello for sale and even know where to, my good deed strings got plucked at thinking that my old instrument would likely mean the world to someone like Chloe, whose parents will likely never afford a decent instrument for her. But stupid me mentioned this idea to my sister-in-law, Gail, who has a daughter, 14 female. We'll call her Alice, and she told me that Alice wants to learn the cello, and instead that I give the instrument to her daughter instead, as it's too valuable to give to a stranger's kid. Alice is her own little dude, and we get along quite well, but she has never mentioned wanting to learn an instrument to me until she watched Wednesday, and now it's cool all of a sudden. Alice hasn't stuck with anything for long. She follows fads and jumps from one thing to another and is, for lack of a better word, spoilt, and based on her track record, handing her anything other than a student cello as her first instrument would be a waste, as I'm unable to convince myself that she would even practice, let alone reach a point that would call for this level of instrument. Where Chloe is at a point where, yes, this instrument is slightly too big for her right now, but she needs it, and call me what you'd like for this part, but I'd feel happier about giving it away to someone that needs it like Chloe, rather than someone that just wants it but is connected to me, you know? But that has me worried that I might be seen as an a-hole on this decision. Family first, ? The music school is putting on A Christmas Carol tonight, and I intend to gift the cello to Chloe at the end, but I'm still conflicted about it.
That's fair.
That's totally fair.
You were barely halfway through the story, and I was like, "That's fair."
Yeah, I'm like,
unless you're gonna turn around and like scream at your nephew or niece or whatever. Nah, for sure. That's fair.
That's fair.
That is completely and utterly fair. Not the a-hole.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, I'm sure this Gail lady just wanted the cello because it's worth $9,000.
Oh yeah, she could have turned around and sold it.
Exactly. So I think she just wanted it to say, oh, well, look what we got for their kid who clearly is a spoiled brat. Whereas Chloe sounds like she would be one to appreciate it. And I mean, us coming from the arts, we understand instruments are expensive. So having something that she would appreciate and having, like, especially knowing that her student cello is a piece of garbage, definitely not the asshole.
Oh yeah,
Not the a-hole. Not,
No, I
not
mean,
no.
Chloe's
That's
already
fair, man.
Chloe's already proven that
Yeah.
clearly she's the one that is in need of the cello
And deserves it.
I don't think we were given enough information about the niece or whatever to assume that
Niece-in-law.
it just. But like what words? From what OP said, pretty obvious that the fad follower and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like music is hard.
Yeah.
Learning an instrument is hard and takes
Copious amounts of hours of
copious
practice.
amounts of practice and
Yeah.
perseverance and commitment.
Yeah.
And it's not something you just like
Pick
decide
up.
to do on a whim. Like some people do, but they have the tenacity to stick with it.
Yeah.
And Chloe has shown obviously that she has the tenacity to stick with it. And
I
the
agree.
niece has shown that she clearly doesn't with a lot of things. So yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Gift the cello to someone who actually would use it
And appreciate it.
and appreciate it
For what it
and
is.
who needs it, like who
Yeah.
can't get one of their own. Like,
Yeah. I agree.
oh no, am I the asshole for doing a good deed?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, you are not.
No, that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
People are going to think we rehearse these
We don't.
song
Except that we
bits.
don't.
They are completely and 100% live.
So this is how Ray and I sync up, man. We just pick a tone and match.
Roll with it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
100% off the what is it? Off the cuff? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the cuff.
Yeah, off the cuff. We don't have cuffs.
Well, we have sleeve cuffs, like
Well,
shoulder sleeve
yeah, okay.
cuffs up here.
Does that
Just
count?
not like wrist cuffs.
Yeah.
Off the vein.
Yep.
Next story.
Yep.
This is one where I'm not going to read you the title because it kind of gives it away.
Oh,
All right.
another one of those. Yay.
It's a bit of a funny one, and I'm curious to hear this one.
Oh boy.
It's a bit of a battle of the sexes kind of thing.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Reddit?
Hey.
35 male here. My wife, 32 female, bought herself this awesome hairdryer from Dyson last month.
Okay.
And she
I hear they're
paid
killer.
over $400 for it.
Yes, they're expensive.
Yep.
This is easily the coolest hairdryer I've ever seen. It's silver/purple and has this really cool design. Reminds me of the plasma rifle from Halo. Super quiet as well. You can dry
Sweet.
your hair in stealth mode.
Okay.
Nerd.
I was so impressed by this dryer that I asked my wife if I could use it too. She said I could use it whenever I wanted, and it was good that I use it to better get our money's worth. I started using it every morning after my shower to dry my hair instead of just towel and air drying like I used to. I have short hair, so it only took a minute to dry. Still felt like I wasn't getting much use out of it, so I started experimenting. I tried drying my armpits, makes applying deodorant much nicer, and I started drying down below. Side note, 100% do recommend. Without going into much detail, it just feels a lot more hygienic throughout the day. This morning, my wife walked into the bathroom after my shower and saw something perhaps she wasn't meant to see. For the record, I did not intend for her to come in, but I didn't have the door locked. I had 1 foot on the
That
floor.
was your first mistake.
1 foot on the counter. Hairdryer in hand pointed toward Venus and Earth. I may have been humming the Halo theme as well. My wife had a bit of a freak out and was like, "What are you doing?" I stopped and reminded her that she said I could use the dryer whenever
With her
I wanted.
$400 hair dryer.
She countered it with saying that she didn't say I could use it that way. So I'm not sure if my wife has a point here. I definitely did not explicitly state how I was going to use the dryer, but there was no conversation of limitations beforehand. Am I the a-hole?
Nah, bruh. So the a-hole. What the heck?
The title of this post is, "Am I the a-hole for using my wife's $400 hairdryer on my nards?"
I see why you didn't lead with
Yeah. But I mean, I agree. Like, why would you? Why?
Here's the thing.
Why would you blow dry down there?
You're not necessarily a full-on a-hole, but you
But-
are in fact in the wrong. You don't take someone else's hair dryer
Especially one that's expensive.
and use
just
it in that way. Like, I get you just got out of the shower, but bro,
Bro, that's what towels are for.
it's like if we shared a towel and I used it to dry my area, and then I let you use it. Like, it's
And you wiped your face.
like
No.
no. Like, no. That's a place that just, you either use a regular hair dryer because
Or
it's not
air
going to
dry.
get anywhere close to it or touch it or anything like that.
Air
or you
dry.
just let it air dry. Or a towel. A towel works
Towel.
great for that area.
That's why they invented towels.
It's called a hair dryer for the hair on your head.
Well, but technically there is hair there.
No, but it's for the hair on your head.
I know. I'm still
It's a nah, brah, for me.
Nah, brah.
Nah, brah.
I agree with you, just not to the whole reasoning and extent behind it.
Well,
So-
what's your reasoning?
Well, have a conversation more. Like, let's be communicative here.
He
we
assumed.
we
He
should
assumed,
communicate.
Communicative.
We should do the commute.
Yep.
That does make life a lot easier if we communicate it.
Yep. With the words
But,
and the compromises
yeah.
and stuff.
At least be like, hey, would you be cool if I like
Dried
dried
down there.
Menards with it? And if she said, nah, bruh, then don't do it.
Don't do it.
Exactly.
But don't just be like, I'm gonna dry
I'm just
Menards
gonna-
with it.
I'm gonna experiment.
To get my money's worth.
I'm going to experiment. If you don't think you're gonna get your money's worth out of it because you have short hair, grow out your hair.
Or it's just gonna last longer because you won't burn out the motor.
Or blow dry the dog.
There you go. Blow dry the dog.
And on that note, let's go to the next one.
Is the next one about a dog?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
That would've been
did
great
I set you
segue.
up really well?
That would have been the best
Dang
segue.
it, I was so
Dang.
excited. All right.
All right.
Am I the a-hole for eating my cupcake outside?
What?
Please explain.
I have a 10-year-old daughter who loves frosting. Every week, I buy cupcakes for me, my wife, and her, and she always eats my frosting. These past few weeks, I decided to eat my cupcake before going inside. She asked me where my cupcake is, and I told her I don't like cupcakes anymore, so I only bought 2. It worked for a while, but last night when I was enjoying my cupcake before going inside, she caught me and ran to her mom to tell her how much of a terrible dad I am to steal her frostings for weeks. She is sulking, and my wife thinks I'm the a-hole and I'm acting childish and should just let her have it. But it's easy for her to say when she has never given up her frosting. Am I the a-hole?
That's fair.
I agree.
Children be spoiled. Children don't need everything.
So-
that is my frosting.
Well, yeah.
Miss.
It's like, excuse me, that's my parental tax as part of my parental unit card.
These kids nowadays, they get whatever they want just because they pull a pout. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. I'm
Nah.
sorry. That is my
Kid,
frosting.
get off your high horse.
I want your frosting. Well,
I don't
you know
care.
what? I want $1 million. We can't all get what we want.
Guess what? I'd also like to eat my own damn frosting.
Yeah. Guess what? I would like a few minutes of peace, but here you are.
Here you are.
Here you are.
I love you, but
to
please
pieces.
leave.
I love you so much. You can have your frosting. You are more than entitled to your own dang frosting. If you want to share, that's a different story. And if you wanted to share like once, like, oh yeah, it's cute, you want my frosting, here you go. But that doesn't mean it has to be a thing
Every time.
Thanks for like helping me with my point.
You're welcome.
That just hit home. That just
Dropped
dropped that
the
little
octave.
1-2 punch.
Yep.
Just like dropped
the-
it.
Yeah. Mic drop.
Bam.
If I remember correctly from the post, there is a very wholesome ending to that where they had a conversation
Oh,
and,
good.
and she was like,
Excellent.
oh, I won't eat your frosting all the time. It's cute and we love each other and we share and whatever, but she understands. So it was,
Well,
it
that's
was
good.
a good end.
Faux shizzle.
I got
My
another one.
nizzle. Uh-oh.
This is another one where I don't want to give the title away. This is a weird one. I was like, this is bizarre.
Okay.
My 33 male wife, 31 female, and I just had our daughter, our first child, 3 months ago. My family has a tradition where the firstborn will get a special stuffed animal. I got one from my mother when I was born, who got one from her mother, who got one from her father, and so on and so on. The reason that it's special is because the stuffing is made from their parents' hair. The way it works is that once a child is old enough to start getting their hair cut, their parent will save as much of that hair as they can. When the child becomes a parent themselves, the new grandparent will use the saved hair to make a stuffed animal to give to the baby. The hair in the toy represents the new parent's connection to the child and is a tangible measure that shows that they'll always be close by. The care taken by the new grandparent in collecting the hair and using it to make the toy represents the child's connection to its family history and is a tangible measure that shows the extended family will always support them. In short, the stuffed animal is a way of connecting the new life to their new family. After my daughter was born, my mother spent a lot of time making a stuffed bear from scratch to fill with my childhood hair. She just finished last week. Since my leave from work is just about over, I was excited to give my daughter the bear and share the tradition with my wife. I thought she would think it was sweet, but she blew up at me. Instead of liking the bear, my wife said it was gross and disgusting and that she wouldn't have it around her daughter. I told her that it's our daughter, not hers, and that there's nothing disgusting about my family's tradition. She said it was unhygienic. I told her that it's not. The hair is clean and well preserved. We argued, and eventually she said that if I ever put that thing near her daughter, that she would throw it in the trash. I was shocked. This is something that represents decades of my mother's work and planning and generations of my family's history. I told my wife that if she's so cruel and callous about something that means so much to me and my family, then she's not the person I thought she was. She just called my family's tradition weird and culty. I don't know what to do. I didn't think my wife was this kind of person. I told my mother about the fight, and now she's feuding with my wife too. My wife then got her family involved before calling me some vulgar names. But am I really an a-hole for wanting to give my special girl her special bear?
There's a lot to unpack there.
I feel like there's a lot more you should be asking than just, are you the a-hole for wanting to give your daughter a bear with your hair? That sounds like a whole family problem.
Sounds like divorce is coming.
I think you and your wife have a lot more issues than a bear full of hair.
I think so too.
At
But
first
I'm
I was like, wow, a bear full of hair, that's a little psycho.
yeah.
But I get it. I guess you can see how that's kind of cute. But then it kept going. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's like a train wreck. You just
I don't
can't
even
look
know.
away.
I don't even know how to judge this one. 'Cause
Yeah.
the question he asked felt like it wasn't the question he should be asking.
Agreed. I mean, there's just so much to unpack. I'm on the fence. I mean, in some ways, he's an a-hole.
Why was this something you like brought up to your wife after the bear was made? Did
Yeah,
you
I'm like,
never
why
talk
would
about
you-
this family, this very deep and personal and super nice family connection past history, whatever
Right,
thing,
I'm like,
before you had a kid?
Would you not have your bear that you would have shown
Yeah, would
your
you
wife
never brought it up?
when you were dating?
Was it really that special to you if you had never talked about it until the moment you wanted to present it to your daughter? I don't know, man. Here's the thing.
but at the same time, like, the
to
fact-
answer your very smally minded specific question, I don't think you are an a-hole for wanting to pass on a tradition to your daughter.
Agreed.
No.
However,
The rest of it, though, very much so.
and the fact that, you know, he went to his mom and she started bickering with his wife, and then she brought in her family and
You're
they
both
started
a-holes.
bickering. Wow.
Everyone's an a-hole. That's it. Just,
You're an asshole. You're an a-hole. You're an
nah,
a-hole.
brah, to all of you.
brah. The whole family needs some work.
That
I
whole
think there's some
situation was
therapy there.
that was just a big
Whew.
claustrophobia thing of
Cluster-
cluster
Bomb.
whatever
We'll just call her cluster bomb.
cluster bomb. That was a cluster bomb.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle.
Bojangle.
That was a
Jingle
great
dangle.
one to end on.
Wow. Time for a dad joke. What do you call a dictionary on drugs?
What?
Well, I mean, if you were to say a dictionary, I swear to God, I would cut you. But, in fact, the answer should be high definition.
Did you just threaten to cut me over a dictionary?
You know, like addiction?
yeah,
Mary?
no, I got it.
High definition.
They're both funny, no.
It's a whole long pun. It all connects together.
I
but
would have taken that.
breaking the tension, because that was a lot. That box was,
Oh, wow.
that was a whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Whole thing.
You are the asshole. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. What's next?
If you were to be, or sorry, no,
If I were to be.
no.
If I were to be,
I
what
mean,
would I be?
you could answer that
I
too.
want to be where the people are. I want to see them twerking.
What?
You don't want to see people twerking? How do you think mermaids twerk underwater?
Well, I don't know. How do you think they
it's
twerk?
just like a weird sluggish movement. It's like the worm, but like underwater.
That'd be weird.
It's a sea cucumber.
I mean, I guess it's no worse than the other version of the Aladdin song that we sang last week.
I can show you
Some trash.
Thank you for gracing my ears with that harmony.
You are most
Was it
welcome.
grand?
And to everyone else, you are most welcome.
Are they wonderful harmonies?
They are absolutely wonderful.
Off
five.
base.
Look at us go.
All right, so my question is,
Yes.
in a hypothetical world
Hypothetical
world.
where anything is possible,
Hi.
what exotic animal would you choose to keep as a pet?
Dragon.
Exotic, not mythical.
Well, that counts, does it not?
Yeah, dragons are so exotic and dead.
She's crushing my dreams.
Choose an exotic animal then.
Right.
Like not a normal pet.
I don't know. What would you keep?
I don't know if this counts as exotic because they are Canadian, but I would keep a moose.
Really?
They are my favorite animal.
Do you know how big they are?
I know. That's what makes them so exciting.
Would you ride it?
Could you imagine?
Put a saddle on it?
Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would love to be able to raise a moose from a little mooseling.
Eat a little.
And then it goes bigger, and then I get to ride it around, and it's giant antlers. Did you know moose can dive up to 20 feet in the water for food?
Well, yes,
Rocky,
I did.
Did you know that?
I did.
And they can swim for like 180 kilometers.
I know, it's
We're not
ridiculous.
taking a break.
I
They're
know.
so cool. I love moose. I would have a moose as a pet. That would be my answer. If you want something like not Canadian,
Well, I mean, on the Canadian side, I think I'd probably take a beaver.
a beaver.
A beaver.
You'd have to feed it wood because they are destructive if you don't feed
There's a
them wood.
forest out back. It's fine.
Yeah, well, it
It's
won't be
fine.
out there for long.
No.
Our camera
Died.
Do 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 do. Boom. Well, we have to do a rum fact.
Oh,
That's how we end the episode.
fact of the day with Harold.
Roman spouses kissed their wives on the mouth at the end of the day, but instead of doing this to show their unconditional love, they were checking their partner's breath to see if they had been sitting around drinking all day.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Wine
one
mom.
way.
Get off the couch.
Teresa, have you been drinking again? Mwah. You've been on the alcohol
For shame, woman. Shame. Why weren't you out there prostituting?
Like all the other good girls.
Get out of the house.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening to Hashtag Rome Affiliated. I'm Ray.
I'm Dani.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We did it.